Mina Proto-moto, and welcome back to another deck profile. Today we have Earthbound Immortals. So this deck was kind of hard to build just because of how old some of these cards are. Especially like the older Earthbound Immortals, they're very hard to get on the field and keep on the field. But when they does work, it works. So starting off with our Earthbound Immortals, we play one copy of Immortal Akapu. We play Uru and Raska. We play in the side deck the other ones, so you can switch out in and out what you want, just for whatever. But we play one copy of Earthbound Greater Winewalker. This allows you to basically, if an Earthbound Immortal is summoned to your side of the field during your turn, you can make your opponent's life points 3,000 and then attack directly with usually your Apu. You can also just switch out these other two just for Apu if you want to, but it's really up to you. You play one copy of Distributed Lost Dragon Vision to go into your synchros. We play 3 copies of Asgore Dawnwalker. This gets you, when you discard one card, you special this card from your hand, and then you can special one Fire Ant Ascator from your deck. And then we play 3 copies of Supe Duskwalker. This allows you to get Supe from the deck. We play 2 copies of Ascator, 3 copies of Ash. And here's the interesting part about this. We play a slight Resonator package. So we have Crimson Resonator, Red Resonator. So we play 2 Crimson and then 3 Red. And then we play 2 copies of Supe for Duskwalker. And then onto our spells, we play 1 copy of Earthbound Immortal Revival, Earthbound Whirlwind, 1 copy of Monster Reborn. Really helpful because if you have a Earthbound Immortal in the graveyard and you have our field spell, any field spell on the field actually, you're able to go for it and then attack. Next we'll play 3 copies of Pot of Prosperity. This is what makes this deck a bit more consistent in terms of draw power, but you could also switch this out for extravagances if you want to, because this kind of deck kind of flip-flops like, oh, you can do synchros, but you don't totally have to. But after that, we play 2 copies of Resonator Call, and then 1 copy of Call by the Grave for our hand traps, and then 1 copy of Set Rotation for our field spells, because it doesn't matter if the field spell is on your opponent's field or on your field, it will basically save your Earthbound Immortals. Next up, we play 1 copy of Earthbound Geoglyph. This is the Earthbound Immortal field spell. And then we play 1 copy of Mausoleum of the Emperor, just because it's just easier just to pay the 2,000 to normal summon your Earthbound Immortals out. And then play 3 copies of Mystic Mind. The reason why is because it's similar to Sky Striker, where if your opponent controls more monsters than you and you have Mystic Mind for you just go straight into your copy of the green Sky Striker, and then just keep hitting for 15, and then pretty much, but instead of 15, you're hitting for 3,000 or 2k plus, which is pretty nice. And then you play 1 copy of Metaverse for your searcher for any of your field spells, and then we play 1 copy of Offering to the Mortals. So basically, if your opponent attack, while you have 3,000 life points or less, negate the attack if you do for someone 2 ceremonial tokens that you can use for your Earthbound Immortal tributes. So that's the end of the main deck. Let's get on to the extra. First off, we play 1 copy of Ultima Tzolk'in. This card is usually for your post-synchro play, so if you decide to go full synchro first turn, you'll try to go into Ultima Tzolk'in, and then next up we play Ravenous Croco Dragon, and then we play 2 copies of Sun Dragon, 1 copy of Goya Guardian as an Earth, because all these cards are Earth tuners technically, and then we play 2 copies of Moon Dragon, 1 copy of Coral Dragon, 2 copies of Red Rising Dragon, and then Gaia Armor Dragon Shell to spin back some of the Synchro monsters. And then we play Axis Code Talker, Nightmare Unicorn, Nightmare Phoenix, and Nightmare Cerberus for our front row removal. In our side deck, we play the other rest of the Earthbound Immortals, 1 copy of Foolish Burial if you really need it, 1 Regeki, 3 copies of Triple Tactics, 3 Imperm, and then the Earthbound Trap, so Revival of Earthbound Immortal, so target 1 Earthbound in your graveyard, just summon it but cannot declare attack this turn. Also, your opponent takes no battle damage from attacks involving it. And then you play Roar of the Earthbound as a continuous destruction effect, where you can just kind of do this once per turn. And then Ultimate Earthbound Immortal will basically allow you to destroy face-up monster on the field. Alright. So thank you guys for watching, and look forward to the replays coming up.